Right, time to head into the danger zone. Let's open the ECU up. It's pretty tight. Okay, got the screws out. And that's it. Doesn't look like you can get into this bit. It looks like it is sealed. However, we're going to give this a little clean up. Just make sure that that earth that's on this one is getting a good connection to there. Okay, looks like the ECU has a problem, so take your screws out the back, remove the back piece, and then we have these little like rivets in here. So we just put a drill through on the plastic side, 2.5mm drill, and then you can push the little rivet out. Push that out, get that out, so that one's still in there. We'll drill this side out. Doing this on a little hand drill, and we'll get rid of that one, and then we'll see how to get it open. Okay, so I've been heating it up with a good old heat gun, and then we've ground out those pins. Same on this side, and then this one here we've just filed it down, and then just working our way around with a knife. Very, very careful, very, very careful. Don't cut too deep. And then you can open it up. So I don't know if you can get the back one off. Looks like I might have hit the wires with the knife. Oh dear. Okay, so you can't pull it apart any more than this. We have some very, very fine little wires here that are connected to the aluminium plate. Then these wires here connected to the pin. So there's no way of separating these two bits without breaking those wires. So you definitely do not want to try and remove that aluminium plate on the back if you're going to try and open one of these up. It's also got a jelly in here, and if you can see that, the whole thing is coated in a jelly. So there's nothing else more I can do. Can't see any problems with it, but it definitely doesn't seem to be working. Okay, time to pull this ECU apart. So I've got a Carson's USB microscope, which you can hook to the computer. It's going to zoom in on that. Okay, so we're zoomed in on the microchip on this side, which is the same as this one. Let me turn the light on this one. This wire here, you can see, is this bigger wire here. Now, these ones you can see easy with your eyes. These ones, trying to see these little wires here, they're near impossible. That's the bigger wire in the middle, and then the tiny little ones, you can barely see them. Even with a magnifying glass, you can still hardly see them. So there's no repairing any of those wires. They're just too small. The electronic guys say that if you've got a broken wire here, get it this way, you've got a broken wire here, they can repair these ones. But any of the smaller stuff here, none of that can be repaired. So if any of these are broken, then you're fine. However, I'm going to strip this apart. I'm going to cut all these wires. And I'm going to strip this apart so we can see the rest of the electronic board underneath all of this. So we can see what's going on and if there's anything visible or whether it's just a broken microchip. Could just be one of these chips. One of these microchips here that's failed. Okay, so I'm just going to go through and use the magnifying glass and just snip all these little wires, and then we can separate these two bits. Only do this if you've decided that the ECU is no longer usable. Okay, because once you do this, it's totaled. You probably won't find anyone that can fix it from here. Right, so now I'm going to try and separate this aluminium plate from the rest of it. Get yourselves a couple more screwdrivers. Okay, so as you can see, there's a whole lot of more electronics under there, and none of that can really be repaired. Let's have a look under the microscope. I'll put that under the electronic one. Okay, I'm zoomed in on this chip here, which with my eyes I can't even see those wires. You can see them clearly on here. So I'm just going to go through the board and see if I can see anything wrong. Now this chip here has a ton of little wires on it, so there's just no fixing any of that. All the glare is because of the gel that's on the coating it. Okay, I've just got a toothpick, which I'm using a magnifying glass to just check to see if any of these are broken. These little wires down here, I can barely see these little wires, even with a magnifying glass. So any one of those could be broken. Any one of those could be broken, and that's just on one microchip. think we need to clean this gel off. Somehow we need to clean this gel off because it is disturbing the picture. Any one of these tiny little wires, look how tiny they are. There's just no fixing any of those. Absolutely no way to fix them. These are all ultrasonic soldered, done by a CNC controlled machine. Your hand's just not steady enough. Get the next one. This last chip down the end. Try and focus that. Yeah, we need to get rid of the gel, get rid of the glare, the distortion. So far, nothing obvious. Alright, I'm going to see if I can get some solvents to clean that off. Alright, so I've tried to remove this stuff with solvents. Nothing seems to work. Tried heating it up with a heat gun. It doesn't seem to do anything. Try pulling it off with the tweezers. It's just too sticky and gooey. So I think that's where I'm going to end the video now. Not much else I can do.